This camera, I'm telling you. Welcome, everybody. My name is Sarah, and this is the Pearls of Wisdom with Keto. How are you doing with your keto? Is it still working for you? Do you have to tweak? Are you having non-keto items or too much of keto treats and the scale's not doing anything except inching up and you hope it's water weight, but you don't give it a chance? Yeah, I know. Been there, done that. I have the Girl Scout badge with all the keto things I've done wrong, not to mention probably tons of things behind me with badges on them for all the different diets and tricks and things that I used to think I was oh so smart about doing. Well, if you're here because you have an older metabolism like me, you're an older person like me, you have some stalling issues like me, then, you're in the right place. It's not always pretty. It's not always a success story. But what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing to make your keto food plan rev up, work for you? What is it? If you're not willing to change your foods over here when you have your little OMAD or 2MAD or 3MAD, you're not willing to change the ingredients, how you have it, certain ways you like things. How about over here with the intermittent fasting part where you don't have food? Is there any place there that you can adjust? If you're not willing to change this, will you look at changing this to see a change in the scale, in your favorite jeans, in your white pants as we get to white pants season? Although I know people wear white pants year round, but it's ingrained in me. No white before Memorial Day. No white after Labor Day. Some things I just can't shake. It's that old school thing. Well, all right, so here it is. It's April. Now, really, this is a time to pull your head together, right? Pull it together, little missies and misters, and you can see some results. What is it today? April 12th? I bet if you start doing something over here with your food that's different, or over here with your time that you're not eating, your intermittent fasting, as I call it, maybe if you change either one of those things just a wee bit, you might see a difference at the end of April. And the end of April is a Friday, and it's the 30th, right? So you've been through the Easter, right? And you may have eaten a wee bit too much of the beeps or anything like that. And if you're like me, there I was at the 50% off part of Easter candy. Like, really? I didn't buy any, for Easter. And do I really need the Cadbury egg now on, what is it, Monday, April 12th? I don't think so, but it's half off. Oh, well, no, no. All right, so what can you do over here with your food? Well, you can tighten it up. You can go lower carb. Oh, you don't know how many carbs you have? Oh, because you've been listening to people say you can have as much as you want. A carb is still a carb. So I pay attention to my veggie carbs when I'm having veggies, and I'm veggie heavy. And I have been for the last year or so since I left carnivore and came back here, lost the carnivore weight and then some. But I love my veggies. I do total carbs, not net carbs. I don't play with like keto foods, bars, shakes, powders, things like that, candy bars with wigs, I call them. I don't play with those things, although I'm always pulled in that direction, and I find myself like hovering around the keto section of the store. It kind of is Atkins. It's kind of got Quest stuff in it. It's kind of got wraps and stuff that say low carb, made for keto, keto friendly. I try to stay away from those things, or I'd suggest that you try to stay away from those things? If you're in a stalling, ain't nothing happening here with the bathroom scale. Or today being April 12th, don't even pull it out for a month. Don't even look for a month. I know even some of my besties are scale hoppers, right? They hop on, they hop off each day. What's the difference? An ounce here, an ounce there, sometimes 3 pounds, because at Easter you had some num-nums that weren't necessarily keto. Mm-hmm. I know. I know. I'm with you, in understanding your logic. And if you've always used the scale every single day and you're my age, do you think I'm going to try to change you? No, I'm not. So I'm aware that there's a lot of scale jumpers that live in my world that I'm close to. I'm not going to try to change you. Okay. So if you can't, are you using a chronometer? If you're stalling and nothing's happening, are you doing any tips and tricks like weighing and measuring for a few days or weeks? Using a chronometer or something like that for a few days? Giving up all the keto-fied sort of things that are low carb, no carb, zero carb, less net carb, all of those. Are you doing all of that? Are you trying OMAD? If you haven't, if you're nope, never worked, nope, didn't work for me, nope, I'm not doing it, and now it's 2 years later and you still are trying to lose the 7 pounds that you put on at Christmas and we just went through Easter, raise your hand. Oh, I see you out there, romper, stomper, bumper, boo, right? So pay attention to your total carb count. To me, it was the difference maker. Well, no, the difference maker is over here in the intermittent fasting, but I'll get there in a second. So see if you can make a difference. If you're having a whole bunch of veggies every single day and you feel stalled or bloated or just in that place of like, ain't nothing happening here, then maybe a tweak will make a difference. I'm not telling you to go out and run 10 miles and do a marathon. I'm just saying that perhaps, your weight is probably 90% of what you eat and 10% of how you move. I mean, they, and I don't have them lined up over here with names, have always said that. So where you can make a difference is with your food. Keeping your food clean, like your intermittent fasting clean. Keeping your food clean. Meat, dairy if you can tolerate it, eggs, oils, clean, some veg, clean, maybe no fruits. Maybe you have to give up that little fruit thing that you like. I don't know. Maybe the dairy is like not working for you anymore. Maybe just going without it. I don't know. I'm not you. But if you're complaining about things not changing, then it's up to you to look at that. How do you do your day? What's in your day? Are you logging it on your chronometer or something like that so you have a clue about where you could be doing it? That might mean you use the kitchen scale again. Yes, it might need batteries. Yes, it might need dusting. All right, so do it. That's over here. Then, if you're not willing to change any of this, how about over here? When you're not putting food in your body. Every time you put food in your body, even if it's a flavored water, even if it's like something in your coffee, you could be having that blood sugar spike, the insulin spike. And insulin is something that's going to keep you not losing weight. When the insulin kicks in, fat burning stops, right? So if you're going to be a keto fat burning machine, maybe something over here in the clean intermittent fasting. I don't have anything for 23 or 24 hours except black coffee and plain water. How simple is that? No flavored waters, no AHA, bubbly, Poland Springs, none of those flavored waters. They could be triggering your body to produce insulin and have your blood sugar go up and have your metabolism stop burning and start like piling it on. I don't know. I mean, I don't know metabolisms, but I know what was different for me when I changed it. And black coffee. I mean, I don't have to tell you. I'm sure, without any scientific data, that artificial sweeteners are not good for your body. And perhaps they cause the spike in insulin. We don't know. We know that they affect brains. We know that they affect things like breast cancer and things like that. Who knows? Maybe colon cancer too. So artificial sweeteners aren't necessarily good for you to have. Either are alternative sugars if you're trying to jolt your body into losing some of that poundage, just getting a little bit leaner, having those jeans or those white pants get to the place where they fit and you have no VPL. And you know what VPL is, right? Visible panty line. There are sometimes I see people in leggings and white pants, and I want to go up to them and say, if you think it's working for you on the rear end, it's not. I don't need to see that you've got on a thong, but sometimes your leggings are so darn tight. Wearing 2 pair of leggings might be more attractive, but when you pull in underwear lines, it just, it's a glamour don't. Remember glamour don'ts? If you're my age, you remember them, and I couldn't wait. It was the first thing I turned to in Glamour magazine. Glamour don'ts. And it's like, oh, I didn't know that was a glamour don't, and I'm still doing it. Oh, gracious. So over here is plain, unadulterated, what's the word? Water, undoctored water, unflavored water. That's right. You can have bubbly water, like Gerolsteiner. You can have plain water, like, say, Mountain Valley plain water. And you can have your coffee black. That doesn't mean hazelnut. That doesn't mean vanilla. That doesn't mean, chocolate macadamia nut flavored. It means plain coffee. I'm not shaming you. I'm just saying these are the options. So if you're not willing to do anything over here with your food, how you have it and the timing of it and the carbohydrates inside of it, maybe over here, maybe going through your intermittent fasting, whether it's 12 hours, 18 hours, or 24 hours, just plain water, just black coffee, nothing else, nada, right? And see if it makes a difference. Try it. It's April 12th. Go to the 30th. See if you can do those 2 plus a few days and see if it makes a difference. You can't keep whining about not losing the weight or losing the bulk and leaning out and having the things fit better if you're still doing the same thing. Isn't that what the definition of insanity is? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results? You can doubt me, you can poo-poo me, listen to other people. What was their game changer? For me, it was just black coffee and just plain water, no flavorings, no artificial sweeteners, no alternative sweeteners. Sorry, but those 0-calorie things that are out there can't be helping you if nothing's changing. It could be as simple as just going to black coffee and plain water over here, or over here, going lower on your carbs, pulling out that chronometer and that kitchen scale and losing the bathroom scale just to see what works. Give it a week, give it 2 weeks. If you don't feel different, your misery is happily refunded by me. You can go back to doing what you're doing and kvetching to anybody that will listen, and you can have that. But if you want to make a difference and lean out and maybe lose some weight, you got to make the changes, right? I mean, I don't mean to gutter you, but if nothing changes, nothing changes. And when you know better, you're going to do better. And sometimes we know better and we continue to go, that didn't work. When? In 1987? How about 2021? April 12th. Come on. This is the time to do it. You won't regret it, because if you get your tips and tricks and discipline and structure back in form, good form, in April, then when all the cookouts, all the graduations, all the weddings, all the stuff that we didn't have last year at this time opens back up, you will know how to take care of your body and what works. Clean, simple foods. Clean, intermittent fasting over here. It's the winning combination. Quit fighting it. I'll see you here the next time. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto. Bye-bye for now.